I think the thing that really drew me to the project was the feeling that we can all connect to the story of Margaret, because we are all going through that time in our lives, and most of us still are, where we're figuring things out and trying to build the pieces of ourselves together. And that's what I really connected with, and as soon as I read it, I knew that this was the kind of project that I wanted to be a part of. Yeah, I feel like we're both very curious, smart people who, I'm figuring things out about myself every day, you know. She still is. She's 11 going on 12. I'm 14 just turned, and it's everything that every teenager goes through. So we all are pretty similar to her. It was incredible. They're both such great role models who I feel like everybody can look up to, but they're so professional and so nice to work with. It was just an incredible experience for, I think, everybody. I think, again, it's just everybody can connect to it, because the experiences that we all go through, we're all still human. It doesn't change that much. And I mean, being a teenager is hard. It's sucky. But I think the book really just shows you that it's okay to have that up and down time, and that's what everybody really connects to about it, and that's what makes it so timeless.
Well, I mean, it's such an iconic book. You know, you hear that they're making this movie, and it's just such an exciting thing that's going to be put out into the world. So to be invited to be a part of it, I mean, it was sort of a no-brainer to just say yes, please. So yeah. Yeah, so I mean, in a weird way, she's sort of on a little bit of a parallel journey with Margaret, still figuring out who she is and who she's trying to impress, and kind of losing her way a little bit. She's has a lot of guilt about not being a stay-at-home mom, especially in the 70s. And she's sort of putting her art on the side so that she can be, you know, perfect mom, whatever that is. And yeah, so she's grappling with some and a little bit of an identity crisis. Yeah. You know, I appreciated that it was not overly strained. You know, she's kind of letting Margaret figure life out for herself. The only place where she's a little bit heavy-handed is when it comes to religion, you know, just because she wants to protect her from being hurt the way that her character was. So, but I loved that she was kind of a, hey, life is weird and I'm figuring it out still, and just come to me if you need anything, and I'm just going to try to be the best person and the best support I can, and I really like her as a mom. Thank you.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's been a book since my childhood, and I just knew so many people, friends of mine, and from all decades that loved it, and so it felt like it should have another life on screen, especially for young girls that haven't been introduced to the book.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's sort of strangely, even though, you know, so much has been done on TV, and they just still don't really look at girls' puberty and what that is and how meaningful that is. And I think this book, that's why people still love it, you know, is that it does tackle this and, you know, give people something to relate to.
Well, first of all, Abby, who plays Margaret, she's a revelation. She's going to be a star. The kid is so good. And Rachel McAdams is just, I mean, she's just incredible. I mean, it's like her heart just pours out of her eyes. She just cracks you wide open. She's so incredible. So, and Kathy Bates is, I think this is maybe her funniest thing she's ever done. She is hysterical. So we're so lucky. You know, I mean, really, she walked in and instantly she made you laugh, she made you cry, she made you root for her. I mean, it's just, and also she has such a depth behind her eyes. And Margaret is a very sort of internal character. A lot goes on in her mind that she doesn't say out loud. And so we needed an actress that could convey all of that without saying a word, and she could do that. You know, I really want them to leave feeling seen, you know, and hopeful. I think that's what the book did for me, and I know for so many people. So.
Yeah, no, and I think again, it's feeling like you're included and you're part of sort of something that happens to all women, and it's all of us, and not to feel like you're going through something that is weird or anything like that. You know, it's just very much we're all together. You know.
I mean, really. I mean,
yeah.
hard to even tell. I mean, Kathy Bates, to just watch her improvise is a gift. She is so entertaining. I mean, the hardest thing, honestly, was cutting her scenes and trying to figure out what to actually use, because everything was so good that it was like you grieved the stuff that didn't make it into the movie because it was so funny. I mean, the crew really had to hold themselves together not to burst out laughing and ruin the take. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.